Hello, crowd, and welcome back to the we're going to beat all of Rack's levels series. You may notice a gap. Some things are different. My little maker up to the left-hand corner is different. I actually recorded a few episodes. I am including I recorded all the stuff that you saw already in one session, along with one additional episode where I played this level, the free fall. And I was just super tired and cranky, and I was hating it, so I stopped playing it. I don't like this level, and I've since talked to Rack about it, but I was like really negative, so I scrapped that episode, because I was just kind of being just a super cranky pants. The level's like, I don't like it, but it was like really, like, I was harping on it really hard, and I shouldn't have done that. It was, so it was a bad episode, so I scrapped it. So here we are in the free fall. Damn it. And, you'll notice, that may not be as hype. I've actually been head off all day today with, like, some chores to do that weren't really necessary, and recording on my plate. And I was like, I'm going to record, I'm going to beat that level, I'm going to beat Rack's level that I couldn't beat the other day. And, yeah, I'm gonna, like, you know, get that done. I've been dreading playing this level so much that I've actually, like, been adulting. Like, I did, like, all of my chores, and, like, I got everything done on my day off from work. Just, I really didn't want to play this level. Like, I was like, oh, man, yeah, I just gotta play some video games today. Like, not major. Like, I could, like, clean the house, and, like, scrub the floors, and, like, paint the dog, but... You know, I got plenty of time to do that. And now I'm like, fuck, I did all that shit. Now I gotta play the level. It's, like, late, too, so, I'm in the same boat as I was last time. Or I just, yeah. I'm in the same boat where I'm in last time, where I'm grumpy and I'm tired. But I figured I'm gonna, you know, try to do this. I'm gonna give it a few good shots, a few good shakes. Now I've got, like, some more energy, and I came back to it. And if push comes to shove, I can just do, like, a, if I don't beat it, like, in one episode, I'll just do, like, a little, like, hyper edit or something. I'll get into why I don't like this level here in a second. So, yeah, so it's called the free fall. And immediately, I don't like... these spikes here. I feel like this spike right next to Luigi right here, that's killed me so many times. I just feel like it's not necessary. And then, like, this whole room's super easy. You can just do a little ground pound through it. Same with this. You know, and then you hit these 4 Koopas, go to the left there, and you'll see up here, which is the first big gripe I have with the level, and my biggest gripe with it, is that's this over here, this little pathway, if I can even get in there. So this is a checkpoint, and that's, like, the only checkpoint I think in the level, and to get up there is more annoying, and it's not worth it, because literally in there just some coins, and like, every time you get that checkpoint, you have to come out of that room and go back through that little spiky house, and, like, back to that little narrow pathway. So I'm trying to get in here just so I can show it to you. Here you go. So you go in here, and it's like, you did it! Checkpoint! But now every time I die, I come back to that checkpoint. There's no way out. Like, there's no, like, you just have to come back through here. And, like, get back in here. Which is, like, to me, pretty annoying. Because then there's this space right here, which would make a perfect checkpoint. You know? And then you go in this door over here, and then there's fucking just chain chomps and coins. No checkpoint. Drives me nuts. Okay. So, I've gotten to, like, here pretty consistently. I hate that piranha plant, which is another thing I could gripe about. But, right here, this one's not so bad, but it gets me sometimes. Which is really annoying, because now I get the checkpoint. So I gotta go for the checkpoint. Get some coins that don't fucking matter. go through here. And, like, all of this to me is, like, just not that much of a time saver compared to the other stuff. The other gripe I have was that piranha plant there. He shoots fireballs. And it just was driving me crazy the first time I tried to record this, because, like, it feels like the whole thing, to me anyway, is like, it's like, oh, just go, 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 go. It's called, like, the free fall or whatever. But that piranha plant makes you, like, stop. And then you have to, like, fucking, like, let him shoot a fireball and then, like, time it just right to get in here. This is another thing. This red pipe through here. And then this. I think that's the final jump. I don't know. I've never made it past that point. Because I, consistently, like, I was here, and I was so happy that I finally made it in this little fucking jump area, that when I found out it was a checkpoint, I wanted to bash my brains in. Oof. 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 It's just like, I just don't really, like, the piranha plant, I still just think doesn't fit in with the level because it shoots fireballs. And, like, I even, like, told Rack that, and he was like, oh, but I, like, wanted, I wanted it to be harder. And I was like, man, things don't have to be hard to be fun. Like, I am still not, like, a fan of this level, but I was pretty upset in the moment. I've been practicing a lot, like, in my off time. Just, like, in Mario Maker in general, and also just this. But yeah, like, I feel like it breaks up the level a little bit. And then, like, just that door up there, it feels like that should be the checkpoint. Because then you have the chain chomp thing, and it feels like a different segment of the level. Like, it breaks it up, like, nice and clean. Oh, it's... I just don't agree sometimes. But it's like, I think, like I said, I think I said this in the, Boom Booms. The Boom Booms rooms was, I just think it's like, like, he was going for levels that were, like, harder. Like, more like, not Kaizo, not, like, that crazy, but, like, Kaizo-esque. Where, you know, it's meant to be, like, you know, perfect jumps and, like, pretty punishing. And I hate that kind of... Like, I hate this jump here. This jump is so fucking annoying to me. My God. Okay. Okay. So I go here. I go here. I go here. And it's also like... It's called the free fall. But you do the opposite. It is not a free fall. It should be like the patient fall. It should be like the tedious fucking let these enemies do their thing before you go fall. I don't know. And like, why do the ones on the bottom shoot fireballs? What does that teach me as a player? To teach me, ooh, it's hard. Difficult. It's like, imagine if you were in a classroom and you're like, teacher, I don't understand. And they were like, that's because it's hard. And you're like, oh. And you're like, yeah. It is a little bit like real schooling, isn't it? Oh my God. I still think this checkpoint's like so not needed. I might actually just stop using it because this drives me fucking crazy. See, like, that's what happens if you don't wait. The fireball guy shoots, but he doesn't shoot at like the same time every time. So like when I was originally playing it, I'd be able to get by sometimes, and then I was like, I just don't understand like how this fire guy like fits in everything. Oh, ooh, lordy, oh lordy. Yeah, I'm just hold on. I have already booted this level. Like I said, I was very grumpy and tired. Like I will be soon, because like I said, I put this off all fucking day. I was literally like going to like play. And I just started to play the story mode because I was like, maybe I'll just do this a little more. I didn't wait. I'm wide awake. I didn't wait. Ugh. Like I felt bad. I was snapping Rack. I was Snapchatting him, and I was just like ranting about it, and he just sent me these like sad eyes. I'm just being like, I'm really sorry you're not liking my levels, and I was like, oh man. It was just 2 of them. It's like I liked all the other ones. Really fucked up with that Boo one. That was a good level. I just didn't understand. God. Here we go. Oh! I gotta go lower. I have, if anyone's curious, I did let myself just fall at that part, and, like to see if there was anything. There's not. There's no secret that I could see anyway. It's like this hard. It's like this is also easy. Almost feels like shouldn't even be here. And then it's this, and the waiting, and then the fucking coins like lead you to that piranha plant that shoots fire. Gotta wait for this fucker. Okay. Lower still. It's like, it's so hard to remember where you jump from. You know? Like, when you have all this other stuff going on. And I know, Rack might say, that's why you should use a checkpoint. But even if I was using the checkpoint, I still feel like there's nothing hard before the checkpoint. It's like, this is the first hard thing right here. So the checkpoint should be right there where the flowers are. Then this level would not be bad. This level would be fine. This level would be absolutely fine. Cause it's like, okay, I'm learning the falling, the patient thing. I learn the patient thing, then I get a checkpoint. And it makes me so fucking grumpy. Oh, and then I learned so much. I gotta learn to let this guy go. Too low. Oh, get low. Got him all. Oh, cool boy, alright. I don't even know if like he knows that like you can cheese this part like this. Or not. Like if you can like basically do all this. Or if it even matters. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Oh, please. Please. With sugar's on top, Gunner. Oh! Is it too low that time, I suppose? I should look back. There's a fucking delay on my recording. See? That. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that fucking hit box on that spike. So I feel like it shouldn't, like, why is that? It shouldn't be there. And, like, maybe he just didn't notice. Or maybe he doesn't care. He's a heartless bastard. I think it's like what the most upsetting thing is of all is that I thought these were gonna be like all fun, cute levels after that like 10 red coins one or the 10 red coins. Fuck, the 10 coins in the sky. I thought they were gonna be like cute little like themed levels, and then I got here and I realized Rack is a sadist. Come on. I'm just trying to be, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to become cool and collective and kind, but I'm not being that. I took down, I didn't post that episode where I did nothing but, like, shit on this fucking level, because I mean, granted, that is what I'm doing now, but that was, like, I was, like, tired, sad, like beaten. Like it wasn't funny like the Boo level where I was like yelling and saying you're like not fighting about what it was like more like you're an evil person. Like I was going for the throat, and I was like I was thinking about it the next day after I got done with that episode. I was like, I can't post that episode. It's like I am just like being hurt, and I'm trying to hurt back on an emotional level because it's all I can like do. I'm like, that's a terrible way to be. That's some old Shakepool shit. So yeah, I deleted it. Now we're here. Okay, there. Okay. Bouquet. And then he blocks the way. And then I go, hey, spike up my ass. Would be nice if there was a checkpoint there. and I really don't understand the fucking room with the 30 coins and the 3 chain chomps. Like I texted him about that, and he was like, it was just to get some extra coins. Who the fuck cares about coins? Like, am I wrong? Like, did they do anything? I really don't understand. See, like that. Like, he wasn't... he didn't shoot it. When I thought he was gonna shoot it, he didn't shoot a shot. I've done this, like, so many fucking times. That, like, I'm just a fucking drone in these parts now. Like, they bring no light to my life. They bring no joy to my soul. See, because you gotta be quick. I get him to shoot while you're jumping. Because you're gonna be like, you have perfect timing. It's gonna be perfect timing. It's gonna be fucking perfect. And oh, I went too fast that time. I made that mistake a few times, as you can see by this axis. I made that mistake quite a few times. And then I'll eventually get to a point where I stop thinking about the beginning of the level, and that first spike hits me when I walk through the door. It's like 9 times out of 10 that's when you can tell I'm like getting like too grumpy, too tired. Like, I feel like he doesn't shoot always at the same time. Like, I feel like I should have got shot there, but I wasn't. I was not shot. Go Luigi! Alright. Oh, please. That's too hard. If there's more after that, like another, like, even harder jump, I might just skip this level. I'm not gonna lie. I'm at a point where I'm like, I get really shitty with video games and just things in general where I'll feel like once I start something, I need to complete it. Like, it feels like I take like a long time to like get over something if I don't complete it. I have trouble walking away from things, which is a problem. It's like, I don't know what you would, I could say it's also like, it's good. Like, it's good, but it's bad. Like, it has its ups, it has its downs. Like, I've been working out a lot during the, pandemic. And, like, when I started, because I used to work out when I was younger. And then, like, once I got a full-time job, I just kind of got out of the habit. And getting back into the habit was very hard to do, especially in like such like grim times. But like that drive really fucking like helped me with that. Like I was like, God, this just makes me want to die, and I just want to be happy, and I don't want to do this, and blah 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 blah. And then I just have that fucking like little voice in my head like, but you gotta fucking do it though, because you need to finish it. Like you need to continue doing this. And I think a lot of it comes from just trying to like prove myself. I have, you know, like a lot of people, I have like self-worth issues, and I think I was like kind of the black sheep of my family. I was always the black sheep, and stop shooting that way. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, I was always a black sheep of my family, and it kind of made me feel like I was never like important. So I was never like, I guess, vindicated. I don't know. Like I never felt like I was a part of anything, and I remember always like everyone taking like a lot of pity on me. Fuck you, Rack. Damn it. So I always felt like I had to, when I started like grow up and come into my own, I felt like I had to like prove myself like to everybody, like to the point that like I don't know, like I felt like everyone was always like, oh, you know, that's Dominic, he's a little you know, weird. And because everyone else in my family, you know, would be like normal, like, you know, beer drinking dudes, sports guys, and they're like, that's Dom. He's the one who records games on the internet. And I'm like, hey, it's fun. And they're like, I don't fuck that guy. He's gonna need all the help he can get. Here's some money. And like, it kind of like, you know, installed a thing in me where I'm like, I hate accepting help from people. And I like, they're not good things. It's not a good trait. But then I also have a thing where like I need to be able to like prove that I can do anything, like without any help or guidance. So the fact that like this is challenging and annoying, like some like sane people would be like, wow, fuck, dude. Some sane people would be like, wow, this is not fun. I'm not getting satisfaction out of this. It's a video game. I should stop. I also get that feeling, but then I get an even worse feeling if I do stop, because then I'm like, yeah, everyone was right. You're useless. You're worthless. You're proving everyone right by not doing this one thing here. And I'm like, man, that voice in my head is right. I do need to do this no matter what. I don't care if I had to stay up till 6 a.m. and like, you know, be like ruin my career because I'm like not gonna show up to work or something, you know, like because I need to get this done. This minute little thing that means nothing to anybody. Fuck. Should I go higher or lower? Higher. Ugh. I should count where I jump from. So yeah, like, you know, not to get too deep here on the Shakepool podcast. But yeah. So I mean, that's just kind of how I've always been. Like, I literally would like feel like I'm someone who would like die in a fire rather than like ask someone for help, unless I could like justify it to like fit like a weird narrative that I made in my head. You know, like oh, like a fire person, like a firefighter saves me from like a fire. I'm like, oh, I'm not weak. Like, that person's just doing their job. Like, I you know, we paid them taxpayer dollars to save me, so like, I would still be like very thankful and be like, that person's a hero for saving me. Thank you for saving my life. But in the back of my head, I'm like, of course they did it. You know, they were getting paid to do it. So like, no one expects me to like be able to like escape a fire on my own. That's what we have the firefighters for. It's like that. But when it comes, I guess when it comes to video games, especially because I've always been like the video game guy in my family, you know, because I fucking, you know, played video games. Like, if I couldn't get something done, or if somebody like beat me in a video game or something, I was like, if I'm bad at this, then I should just kill myself. And I'm like, yep, well, that's not healthy. So I think it literally drives from that. So I remember, God, stop shooting over here. Okay, cool, that works. I remember like when I had a lot of social anxiety issues, and I hated like talking to other kids when I was younger, and I'm gonna die. That's not good. I remember I also had a I just had like a lot of issues, and I remember I was homeschooled for like a bit. When I think think I finished the 6th grade, or 5th or 6th grade. No, it was 6th grade in like elementary, Monty Watson. And then I moved on to, I was gonna go to a different school. That like one of the few friends I had in my life actually went to, and so I went over to her school, and the principal there actually like said I was like a bad egg. I had like a permanent like I had like bad marks on my permanent record, and because I had like outbursts, but the outbursts were like me like having panic attacks. But you know, it was the fucking like, you know, the early 2000s, so like a panic attack was just like, you know, not the way like it's handled now, where people actually believe in it. It was like, no, he's just being a kooky kid, pump him full of medicine and send him on his way. So then after that, you know, my mom got kind of fed up because she did believe, like, you know, I was having like issues, which thank God, you know, I love my mama, but so she was like screw this, like I'll do it myself. She Thanos snapped the whole school, dude is badass. So she was like, hey, like let's, you know, do homeschooling and I'll just be your teacher. And I was like, cool, like that's awesome, like, because I hate being around people. That, you know, caused more issues because, you know, not being around people really when you're afraid of people just kind of heightens that fear. So I was also like then like homeschooled, so I was just like home alone like most of the time. Fuck, because my mom like worked 2 jobs and stuff, so like she would teach me, but it probably wasn't the way it should have been handled. It should have been handled a little better. So I like would basically just like watch like daytime television, play video games all day. So that kind of just like pushed me further into like a weird like he's the weird guy corner. I don't even know like what started this fucking deep conversation right now. Like I said, it's pretty late and I'm pretty tired, but my point is I have this like I remember what I was gonna say. So when so with all those like issues and being afraid of like to talk to people and stuff, I remember like my mom constantly would be like, how are you like gonna get a job when you get older? Like how are you gonna like do an interview if you're like afraid to like talk to people and stuff? And I was always say like, oh, like I'm not afraid to talk to people, I'm just afraid of like schooling and stuff. Like once the school part is over, I'll be fine. It's like not really, like kind of, because I always felt like, you know, when you're a kid you can't really do anything. Like when you're in school and stuff, like if you don't like something it's like tough shit. But it's like when you're an adult and you don't like your job, like Lord, that's way too high. When you're an adult and you don't like something, you can like just quit. And it's like that's not always the best case. I know you can't always just like, not everyone has the luxury of just quitting a job and being like, I'll just find another one. Because I've only ever quit a job once, and it was because I had another like better job lined up. I was like, so I've never like had that like audacity where I'm like, I'm fine, money grows on trees. But you know, at least like you're like when you're an adult, like you can make that decision and it's yours. But when you're a kid, you can't. It's like I always hate it, feeling like my life was basically not my, like I didn't have choice. Like I was like, yeah, if I want to crash or burn, like at least like let me choose to crash and burn. Like I don't want to go to like these fucking schools and do all this like stupid shit that I don't want to, you know, do. And I had to, you know, we all had to, but it just it really gave me like a terrible feeling. So like I always feel like whenever I know I can't do like what I want to do, like at any point, like I have like this like terrible like type of anxiety, I guess, which it sounds really like spoiled and shitty saying it, and maybe it is a little bit, but it's like I don't know, like knowing that like if I don't like my job, you know, I'm not gonna just like quit because I need the money and I need to eat and I need to feed like my family and stuff, but like knowing that like I can punch Rack in the face one day, it's really getting me through this level. Knowing that I can just do that. Knowing that, like, even if it's a terrible idea, knowing that I can, just, like, up and, like, leave my job if I wanted to, it gives me, like, a sense of, like, control, and that helps calm me down. So I remember when, like I was saying with my, my mom, she's like, oh, how are you gonna do all these things when you grow up? And I was like, oh, I don't know, like, I'll be an adult, I'll be able to do it. But, that always gave me, like, kind of a sense of, like, you know, I don't know, I feel like I always, like, I listen to, like, other people's opinions too much and never my own, too. It's, like, another issue, I guess. So that's why I kind of like just like leaving up to me sometimes, because then I know I have no one else to blame. Oh my god. I just really wish I knew if it ended there. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it like 5 more tries. Oh, that's fuck up. Oh, we're good. My overall point of what I'm trying to say is, everyone doubted me when I was a kid. Because, you know, they were like, oh, if you can't get through school, like, you can't get through anything. So, like, that feeling when I became an adult, knowing that everyone just thought I was going to be a failure, kind of is what gave me my fucking, drive to, like, do well in life. And it's sheerly... This is to you. I know you're watching this. And if you're not, I'm going to clip this. I'm going to put it somewhere and fucking show it to you. You were the one that taught that patience in this level was, after the second point, what you should practice. And then you throw this fucking bullet bill shit where when my reaction was to wait, I was punished. So I ask you, how this is a fucking cohesive level, and how the fuck do you sleep at night knowing you put this bullshit thing in the end? I'll give it 4 more tries before I just do a super cut of me getting to that door, or just doing it off camera and coming back to it. Anyway, the spite in my heart is what gets me through life. Because I always think, like, when someone thinks, like, I can't do something, is, like, even me, even if I think I can't do something, like, I'm gonna die. You know, even if I think I can't do something, it's like, I have to prove to myself that I can do it. So it's funny. It's like a weird, it's a bad force of habit, or it's a bad habit, and it's also, like, a good habit sometimes. Like I said, when I was exercising, and I was like, man, this is too hard, like, I can't do this. I was like, oh, okay. So another thing you can't do, huh? And I'm like, oh, this fucking voice in my head just driving me fucking crazy. Telling me to eat the leprechauns. Like, this fucking, like, goddamn it, 2 more tries. This, like, burning, like, feeling I have that's, like, this drive, this relentless fucking drive that I can never turn off, is good sometimes, because you need that when you're doing something like that. But it's bad a lot of times, because a lot of times I just don't know when to walk away from something, like right now, where it's like I was gonna say, like an hour ago when I was saying it, a normal person would be like, I'm not getting the enjoyment I want out of this experience, I'm going to stop doing it. Maybe I'll just try another level and just make sure I'm having fun and that the video is entertaining, because those are the most important things. I'm a lunatic, and I'm like, no. I'll make this my whole goddamn channel if I have to. Fuck yes! Fuck Fuck yes! Fuck yes! My cat's trying to get in my door. He's worried about me. It's like, Father, I hear yelling. Oh my god. Yeah, there are no comments. Can I not leave a comment? Because I didn't... Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. I forgot to leave a comment. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. We have one more fucking level before it's world. And I swear to God, if it's some annoying fucking shit. He made this one recently. He made this one as of recording this 6 days ago. More like 7 days ago, because in 10 minutes it'll be midnight. So, okay. You know what? This was healthy. This was nice. We did under 40 minutes. I told you guys a little bit about my personal bullshit. What drives me up a fucking wall inside my head. And what drives me up a wall outside of it. Which is my dear friend Vile Rack. Please make sure to check out his channel in the description down below. Play his levels. Play the other ones. maybe you have fun with that kind of stuff. Maybe you like the harder stuff. Hey, my guy, he's got a lot of stuff. He's got a lot of variety up here. He's got the fun, cutesy ones. He's got the really hard bullshit ones. So whatever you jive, he's got it for you. So check him out. He's the best. I hate him so much. I love him dearly. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me rant. I'm going to try to do this next level in this next episode. So thanks so much for watching, and come back for that. Stay stoned. I brought a beer up here. Never cracked it. Don't drink, kids.